Okay, the next technique is called leap of death. This is an old Kenpo technique, and I remember when I learned it that my instructor said, keep this to yourself. It's a little violent. And when a lot of people see it, they go, oh, what are you guys doing? But like I said before in the previous technique, we're not teaching you to overkill, but we're teaching you to be overskilled, depending upon the situation. Okay, with the help of Rick, this is a counter for a straight right punch. He's going to start in a left neutral bow. We'll say he's coming from 12. And I'm going to step back, and as I do, with the punch, I'm going to do an upward block and then turn it in, like I'm going to do an upward block, except at the last moment I'm going to turn it into a grab his wrist, and from my neutral bow, which is a left neutral, I'm going to pivot into a left reverse bow and snap his elbow at this point. Okay, let's try it again. It lifts him up on his toes, which controls his height zone. It also turns his shoulders, so it controls his width. All right, so he comes in, bring him up. From here, we go to a back knuckle to the ribs, which breaks the floating rib, and let that roll around and hold onto the wrist. And from your neutral now, I want you to heel palm the back of the elbow, and we're going to throw him towards 6 o'clock, where it's going to be a pull and a push with this hand, and we're going to use a right forward bow to get him there. All right, that's where Rick's going to end up. Let's try this again. Come on. Okay, the punch comes. Up, down, and we're going to throw him. We're in a right neutral bow. At this point, I want you to jump in the air, and you're going to leap and land with both your heels, one on the left kidney and one on the right kidney. From this position, you're going to get a reaction. His head's going to come up. We get a reaction. He's going to spring up, and then we're going to take the heels of the hand and push the head back down. He's going to bounce from that point up into my arms. I'm going to pivot my feet inwardly so that my knees come across across his shoulders, back behind the shoulder blades. And as I do, they act as fulcrums, and I pull against him. If done too hard, you can snap the neck or you can snap the back. I take my left hand, rip the face, snap the neck, hit the bridge of the nose with a thrusting inward hand sword, grab an eye if it's still there, and a push-pull, heel palm to the back of the head or the mastoid as I rip and drop with my left knee going into his spine. Now at this point, I'm going to use his body as a springboard, spring up in the air, come off with a looping overhead roundhouse kick. All right, let's try it again. Come on up, Rick. In fact, I'm going to do it towards you. Come on over here this way. We'll say that this is 12 and where you are is 6 o'clock. First move, break, back knuckle, throw. Leap, boom, head and pull it up. Rip as you come from here, rip again, chop. Keep your knees here. Once you keep your knees here, he can't turn. Turn and grab me. The other hand. But if you suddenly rip and bring one leg up, you're leaving yourself open. There's a line of entry there. Maintain that position. Make your chop, hook the eye, rip, and use this closed kneel as another break, leap off, and kick. Thank you, Rick. It's another example of a harsh technique, but again, depending upon the situation. If you're defending your own life, life of your family or a loved one, if it has to be done, you know how to do it.